Hello everyone, you are watching SQL for data analysts and data scientists. Current topic for this lecture is SQL and we are going to talk about order by keyword. Okay, this is lecture number 2 in this series given by myself, Shanaz Malik. So let's see what we have for all of you in this lecture. First confess, what you have to remember is the order by keyword is used to sort the result set in ascending or descending order. The order by keyword sorts the records in ascending order by default. So if you don't mention the ascending keyword, in your query, it's still going to do it, by default. But to sort the records in descending order, we have to use the word descending, which is actually DESC keyword. Okay, now here is the syntax of order by. You select the columns and give the name of the table, and then you say order by. For example, this if I say order by column one and I don't give any keyword, then it's going to order it by ascending. But if I give after this column one keyword of descending, then it's going to do it through descending. Okay, so I will show you once we go, once you make create actual queries and get the results, and if it's not making sense until now, it will make sense once I show you the queries. Now remember, tables comprises of rows and column, okay, and queries return sets or subsets. And if you have studied sets, in the school or high school, you might know, you might be well aware of that sets have no inherent order. Hence, we have no guarantee that our same query will return the results in the same order every time as the query is executed, as that same query is executed. Okay, if the order is important, in the result set, then use the order by keyword, and I will show you how. Okay, but for that we need to open our as Microsoft SQL server management studio, and I am already logged in. For example, for example, I'm already connected. So for example, I can disconnect, and then if I connect, so if I say connect engine, so here is my details. And if you don't have these details, you need to find out for your server wherever you have data. In our case, good to use SQL Server so that you match the queries until you get master. Then you can do same. You can use same queries with other databases. All you have to do the select and the from and the order by. These are the keywords, but all of you might have to then adjust your credentials and authentication. And once that you have, maybe you have to see what database you are using, connect to that database, and then see what columns and from which tables you are requesting. You need to change accordingly, and things will work. But here I'm using SQL server, okay, management studio. And let's start with query number 8. I have made it for you. So what I'm basically doing in this, so selecting not top 5, I've selected top 20 here. So first name and the last column names from this table, yes. And then I'm ordering by first name, ordering by the first name, and I can say I'm ordering by a descending keyword. Okay, so what should happen basically, once I say I already executed this query, and result is already here. But let me show you, for example, if maybe you don't have this result yet. So once you write this query, all you have to do is execute, and now you see the results are executed. uh, so for example, if you see, the first name is starting from Z, so it's starting from descending order. If I would have chosen to ignore this, then as I said, the default is ascending. And the same query result, if I am going to use keyboard at the moment, okay, and write F5, and the same query result, if you see, the first name is now Aaron, because it's now in ascending order. And as soon as I change this ascending, I give the keyword descending, okay, and do the same execution. Maybe I can show you through this. this, maybe it makes sense to you what I'm doing. And if you see now this first name column, I'm saying descending, and see this is your first column, okay, and it's arranging it in a descending order. So we are controlling the order, okay, within our results, and which is good. It might sometime we might require these things in our future queries, and it's good skill to know, how to do it. So, and I don't want to go again and repeat that. I'm using Adventure Works 2014 database, which is here. And if in my databases I'm connecting to this, and inside this I have many objects, and one of the objects are tables, and I have number of tables already here. If you are not aware how to download this and attach it or restore it through your SQL server management studio, just go into my previous lectures, and I have just given you some tips and shown how to attach this database to this management studio, and thereby then use it for your queries, okay. Because if you don't have data, then if you don't have server, or if you don't have data where from you can to what you can execute these queries, then you will be just listening to my lectures, but you will not be making your hands dirty and gain the skills, because writing these queries, executing these queries will make you actually master slow and steadily, okay. Now if you see that this table, I don't want to repeat. If you go into here is my table, person and person. Inside there is a columns, okay. Here are the column names, and I'm only picking two columns, and which is if you see the first name, last name, and the first name, I'm picking those two columns. I'm saying I need it from this, and I'm saying then I have not order from this, and which is fantastic, and it's working for us. And now let me show you too. For example, if you see here, this one is descending, but this one is ascending, because I have not shown anything to last name, so it's going to do it by ascending. But what if we want both in descending? And the query remains same, only I don't know why I'm showing here top 10, sorry, top 5. It's top 20. So let me save it. And then basically it's all same order by first name, descending, and I'm saying and last name. Is it last name? Is last name, and also descending, okay. So, and that makes sense, and let's try this. Basically what I'm asking, requesting through this query is give me top 20 first name and last names from this, and both columns are sorted in descending order. That's why I'm saying first name descending, last name descending. And if I, let me save this query first, and if I execute, and if you see now, first is also starting from Z, and second is not starting from A or B, it's going from W and then reversing in order. And if we go down, and surely it will, you will see the descending order. You see only 20 rows, because I've asked top 20, and you can ask top 100, top 200,000, whatever you need, provided you are not crossing the boundaries of your total observations, okay. Right. So this was order by clause. I hope this was helpful. And you remember, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Questions, whether through comments, emails, whatever you think is right. Reach to me, and I will do my best to be as helpful as I could be. And let's move then back to our presentation. So once we have done this, so we did all that, and then basically if you haven't subscribed until now, and please do so. Connect with me, share my videos with your friends and colleagues. If you find these useful, and hit the notification bell, so that you get notified as soon as I upload new videos, or whatever way, I might throw these videos on different platforms. So do the necessary, so that you remain in touch with me and my channel, and my myself. I hope to see all of you in next video. But until then, I have to say thanks you all for watching Data Analytics Professionals, and you remember sharing is caring. With this, it's time to say goodbye.